I think we're live now. Good morning, Facebook. Joy Heiler coming to you from my kitchen where my internet is terrible. So I was just schooled on what those little things at the top of my phone are. I guess they're called bars, and I only have 2 of them. I'm hoping to get at least 1 more, and I've been advised to move someplace different so that I can do my videos with a better internet, because I'm sure that I could find some better internet somewhere in my house or outside. So because of the eyeshadow presentation today, I think I had to keep my office set up like this under my kitchen lights, just so that I just couldn't figure out how to hold my phone and get to better light and stuff. So for today, I'm going to do it in my kitchen, and then I'll probably move someplace else. So that's my update. So this is me without eyeshadow on, and you can see that I have a little droopy in my eyelid, but that's not bad for being nearly 60 years old. I think it's all the eye cream, the Arbonne eye cream in the lift I've used over the years. I think it's been highly beneficial to keeping me looking young. And then I put corn, frozen corn, on my allergy eyes to try to get the swelling to go down, and it's not working. So allergy pills, and it's spring in Oregon, and this is what joy looks like. So the very first product that we're going to start with is a primer, an eyeshadow primer. Now, because our eyelids have, you know, they perspire and they do all watery, you know, especially itchy, watery allergy eyes, I start my eyeshadow regime with a primer. So it just is this little tiny tube of stuff, and it comes with this little sponge tip applicator. And I'm going to try to do this in my phone. I've never done it in my phone before. I've always done it in my super magnifying mirror so I could tell what I was doing. So I'm going to try it in my phone. We'll see if I can do it or not. So I try to keep it out of my eyebrows because, you know, why cover those up? They cost a lot of money, didn't they, sister? So that's all I do, is I just kind of smear it all over the place. No wrong answer. You just got to get it on. And then Arbonne has these palettes with the eyeshadows in them. And the coolest thing about it is it has every color you can imagine and will probably meet all of your needs for eyeshadow. If that one doesn't meet your needs, this is the holiday edition that I use a lot. And my little white shimmer powder is broken, so I have to be careful. But I love these colors too. So between these 2 palettes, that's what we're going to use today. Opal, some of the Arbonne eyeshadows have shimmer and some are matte. Okay, so I like the shimmery one. So I always dampen my brush like this because it's my brush, so I can lick it if I want to. So I always go like that. And then I use this shimmery, high shimmer. And this is called Opal. And I put that all over my lid. And I don't spend too much time. I just make sure it's all over the lid. And I always do, I don't know what this right here is called, but I always do that too. If you guys watch Pimple Popper with Dr. Sandra Lee, and you want to set your powder too. Forgot that. So you always want to set your powder. If you watch Sandra Lee, she does really well with that highlighting of her brow bone and of this little, whatever this Rudy is called right here. She does really well. So she has inspired me to make sure that mine is done. Now, at my age, I don't put shimmer under my eyes because it tends to attract attention where I don't want it. So I don't put shimmer under my eyes, only on top. And then I take mine, and this is just a flat brush. Where's my camera? This is just a flat brush. Arbonne has one. It's not as stiff as this one. So I've been using this one for years and years and years. It's like a $2 brush. I've just had it for so long. This is an Arbonne brush, and this is a little short. It's like a lot like our Kabuki. It's just this little tiny one. It's super cute, and I like it because what I do is called squippling. I squipple my dark eyeshadow on. So what I do, once again, it's my brush. I can lick it if I want to. And I take, generally, this color right here is, see that color right there? Is generally what we're going to follow up with. So because of my outfit that I have on today, I'm going to start with this brown. And you know, I don't stay with one color in my palette. I actually mix them, which is funny because some days when I look at my eyes, they're actually different. So then I start squippling on the outside. I always go into this, you want to do it on this brow bone and right into here. I don't go all the way over because I wear what is called the smoky eye. And so if I were to go all the way over, now I'm going to demonstrate that for you when I'm done doing this, because I want you to see the difference of the way I wear my eyeshadow and the way some, you know, if you want to. I just like the smoky eye, so I only put it on the outside. I just squibble it right on there. Now, here's the cool thing, is that because I like big eyes, I always put it underneath too. So I always just go like that, and it's fast. You know, like I said on my video the other day, there's a lot of gals that spend 6 hours doing their makeup. Well, I don't want to spend 6 hours in a month doing my makeup, so I go fast. So I just mix my colors. I try to keep them the same color, but I have gotten in my car and gotten ready to go somewhere, you know, and I'm driving away from the house, and my eyes are different colors, which I just laugh about. I just think it's funny. Okay, so more squibbling, more squibbling. My eyes are totally different, and I had never really realized that, even though I've been the one putting the eyeshadow on them all these years, because I'm just so used to putting the eyeshadow on them that I never realized how different they were until my sister-in-law and I went in to get our eyebrows done, and the gal looks at me and she goes, "Oh, wow, you're way different. Your eyes are way different." And I said, "What's that?" And she says, "Your eyes are so different." She says, "I'm going to have a heck of a time." And it took her a lot longer to match my eyebrows from one side of my face to the other, which I had not realized up until that point how different my eyes were. So, you know what I forgot? I'm actually not going to even be able to smooth this out because I forgot my little smoothers. I'll have to go to my purse while we're on this. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot my little smoother outer. I use these little thingies to smooth her outer. And so they're in my makeup bag upstairs, but I have one in my purse, which is right here. Now this is, I wanted to school you up a little bit about mica. I think that we talked about this the other day. So I was telling you that mica is a clear, and so look, this is mica, and it's in thousands of sheets like this of clear. It's like a clear minerally rock, right? So what Arbonne does is grinds this up and puts the pigment in that. So we were talking the other day about the blush and the bronzer and why they last for so long. And the reason why they last for so long and the reason why the colors are so true is because of that mica, that clear mica. And then my eyes are actually going to be soothed by wearing eyeshadow today because of the aloe vera and the cucumber that Arbonne uses to press their powders with. So my eyes are going to feel way better once I get eyeshadow on them. Isn't that crazy? It's actually beneficial to wear eyeshadow. So in keeping with the no animal byproduct policy and keeping with the no mineral oil policy, Arbonne just has pure botanicals. I don't know what they do in that primer. I don't know what's in it. I really don't know. You can actually go to our website, joyheiler.arbonne.com, and they have product lists in there. You can look at the product, and then it will show you the ingredient list for every single product. So if you're interested in finding out what makes Arbonne different, you can go and look. You can also find a list of the 2,000 chemicals and additives and stuff that Arbonne has banned from their products. So it's a pretty interesting read. When I was just doing Arbonne, starting out, there was a book out, and it was about the toxicity in cosmetics, and all of us girls were reading it because we were so fascinated by the stuff, the actual stuff they put in cosmetics and stuff. Well, I wondered why my eyes watered all the time because I was using those high-end brands you have to go to the department store to get. So I was using all those. My eyes watered all the time. Always irritated, always red, all the time. Well, I stopped using those, and guess what? My eyes are soothed now. So I don't know what's in it, but I know that there's no bat guano. No bat guano in any of our black stuff. So a lot of your cosmetic companies use bat guano as the foundation of their black. Let me show you. This is our cute little sponge tip thingy, and it goes real fine. You know, eyeliner is a real big deal today, and I've been wearing my eyeliner the same, just like my eyeshadow, for years and years and years. I always do the smoky eye, and I'll show you why as we go. So eyeliner, and it has this fine little tip on it. With eyeliner, the rule of thumb is that you don't put eyeliner on the inside of your eye, just like the eyeshadow. See how my eyeshadow kind of lines up with my pupil? You want the eyeshadow on the outside, you want the eyeliner on the outside, you want everything on the outside of your eye because you want it to open your face up and make your eyes look bigger. And I will demonstrate to you what happens when your eyes don't look bigger. So what I do, oh, this is going to be really, oh, look at that, already tapped down on the wrong place. what I do is you guys are forgiving because you love me. I tap down right here, right in the middle, and I just kind of get some of it off. Ooh, this is going to be hard. And then I smile. I make my eyeliner smile as I go up, as I get towards the outside. My eyeliner starts to smile. And the older I've gotten, the smilier my eyeliner gets because I think it should smile. And I'll show you the difference on the other eye as to, okay? So you can see that it's light here, starting to get darker on the outside. I always take what's left in my brush, in my little sponge tip applicator, and I put some on the bottom. And again, on the outside, always on the outside, okay? So on this other eye, I'm gonna demonstrate for you the difference of what happens when I start in too far, the difference that it makes in my eye, and when I don't give it a smile on the outside. So my cousin, Sherry, she wears her eyeliner all the way in, and so does Dolly Parton. I'm telling you what, you have to have some special eyes to be able to do that because it doesn't work for me. My work for you doesn't work for me. So let me show you the difference from eye to eye when I start, oh, I just tapped down in the wrong place again. Do you love it? It's okay. It's still, you guys are still going to get the demonstration. So if I start all the way, I'll actually just try to fan that in. Okay, and then I start the little, I'm not going to smile this eye right at first because I want you to see the difference of when it doesn't smile. It's actually a little frown. It's pretty sad. Okay, so there we go. I don't know if you can tell the difference or not, but what this eye, what that is creating is a little hood right here. My eye's actually sagging right there, whereas this side, you can't really see the sag, but see how that's a little bag right there. I don't like that. Now look what happened to my eye, to the light of the eye. See how the whole entire thing closed down? It's not that happy. It's not a very happy eye. Like I said, you got to be pretty special to wear eyeliner all the way in. Okay, so then I just finish it up like that. Isn't that terrible? So what it did is it created a hood all the way across my eye. And it makes this bag right here, whereas this is happy. Happy, happy, joy, joy on the other side. Okay, now, excuse me, let me get some water because my allergies are so bad. Isn't that terrible, the way that is? And it's, yeah. Not used to putting it in there. Terrible, terrible. I know a lot of gals, they put it on thick and then they take the Q-tip, and I could fix that little fish hook right there with a Q-tip instantly. However, I forgot them upstairs. So here's the other secret to my look. Everybody, they always say, oh, you get prettier over the years. Well, it's because I've learned how to put my makeup on over the years to suit my eyes and what I want to portray. So when I look at my eye like this, all I see is white. Where my waterline is, all I see is white. So guess what I do? I color that in. So I just pull this down, and it only takes me a second, and I just color my waterline in. I want to train you about something else about eyeliner. See, that doesn't take but a second, and it makes a huge difference. You can take an eye that's not that magnificent, put a little tiny bit on the waterline, darken that up, and you've got an incredible, very sexy eye. It's a very sexy look to water in, to do the waterline. I can't go out without doing my waterline now. So I wanted to demonstrate to you on this side. It's hard to tell because all I can look at is that stuff in there. But you see how this side is frowning. It's not smiling. This side looks way more youthful. So I'll show you the difference if we make this side smile. We're just going to make this side happy. It should help it a little bit. It's not going to do as much to it as I would like. I'm not going to be able to wear it like this all day. I'll have to go fix that. But can you see the difference in my eyes? I can. Okay, now here's the other thing that I want to teach you about eyeliner, is that when I look at young gals, and even, you know, gals that have a couple years on them, when I look at them and they have a huge sag right here, like the edge of their eye, especially in young gals, I can tell at the edge of their eye, it's very saggy. And the reason why is they pull their eye to put their eyeliner on. Did you see how I didn't have to pull my eye? This is so slickery, it goes right on. Do not pull your eye when you're putting eyeliner on because you will regret it. It will stretch this skin, it will stretch that skin. You'll have a big sag where you don't want. And you know, I mean, if I wanted to when I'm 80 or something, I could go nip it, tuck it, and suck it, right? I don't want to. So I'm going to prevent it until, as long as I can, I'm going to prevent as much as I can by not doing that stuff, because your skin does have memory. So if you keep stretching it out, it thinks you want it to stay that way. No tugging on your eyes when you're putting on eyeliner. Just glide it on. So now here's something else I want to teach you, is that this is a really good daytime look. And not this one. No bueno. But this is a really good daytime look for me. Now, if I was going to go out tonight, what I would do is I would blacken this where my smile ends on my eyeliner. I'm going to blacken that in, and maybe you can see the difference. And my secret is I generally wear black eyeshadow every day. I figure it's nighttime somewhere. So again, moist, little tiny bit of black. I prefer my black to be matte. I don't. Arbonne has a frosted black. I prefer it matte. And then what I do is I just go over here to the smile and I just darken that up a little bit. And now I'm ready for my nighttime. So that's all it takes. The other thing I have found is that it helps my little sag that I have here too, if I darken that up a little bit. Now, as far as if I were to wear a color, okay, so see how I have lots of room in here and I leave that white? What I would do if I wanted to go with a little bit of color and I really wanted to enunciate it, what I would do is I would fill that in with color. So I would go like this and I would just squipple it right in there. And it isn't going to make my eyes smaller. It's just going to add some interest to my whole look. Okay? That's all I would do is put a little bit of color in there. So now I want to teach you something else. The other thing about eyeshadow is that some gals, they go all the way in with their eyeshadow, all the way in. I've only done it once. I couldn't believe that I ever did it, because I'll show you what happens. Is if you go all the way in with your eyeshadow, some people can do it. I'm not one that can. Smoky eye works for me every single day. I don't need to go with more. But here's what happens if I go in further. I think it's just horrifying. I think it's horrifying. You guys, you don't think it's that bad? I think it's horrible. It just doesn't work for me. I don't think it's nearly as cute. What do you guys think? Tell me in your comments. What do you think? Is it cute? I don't like it nearly as much. Okay? So, now with all that said, so eyeliner demonstration on the inside, you can see how it changes my eye. I don't like it a bit. I always go half and out, waterline, boom, this is my eye. Now, another thing that I do several coats of mascara. Arbonne has this mascara, it's called Speaks Volumes, and I'll do a whole segment on mascara for y'all, because what happens is, see how my eye just doesn't look as white over here, and it looks way whiter, you know, like the whites of my eyes look whiter on this eye? Okay. So I'll do a whole segment on mascara for you, because it's a huge industry and we want to know what's in our mascara. So I'll do a segment on that for you. But I wear 2 or 3 coats, 2 during the day. And if I'm going out at night, I like 3. I like 3 if I'm going out at night. So this is what I do. The very last thing I do when I get all my makeup on is I let it set with this setting spray. And I don't really know the magic behind it. I think they should call it magic spray. I have no idea what it does. They come in different companies make them. But the reason why we do this is just to set everything that we've done. And then it lasts all day. So all I do is brand new. So I have to squirt it a couple times. And then I just let it rest and it sets my makeup. And I'll look like this way past happy hour. Way past happy hour, I'll still look like this. I'll probably have to go like with my eyes like this all day long, because I'm not sure I want to redo my makeup. Now, one last thing, let me get the purple out of this. The one last thing that I would do if I were going to go out at night, again, and most of the time I do it during the day too, is I take this white shimmery powder, the shimmer. I like the shimmer. I take that and I take some and I just do a little bit more. Just a little bit more, and then blend it in a little bit. And it's subtle enough that it doesn't really show. I just like to shimmer it up a little bit on the inside. This eye is just terrible. Oh well. So the other thing is I'll add a little bit up here, but like I said, with these tattooed eyebrows, I want them to stay dark, so I try to keep everything out of there. I have my little spoolie. This is called a spoolie. If y'all don't know this, my daughter-in-law taught me what this is, and I always go through my eyebrows when I'm done and get that powder out of them. So, all right, a little bit of white highlighter up there. I'm going to smooth it out. I'm not going to go get my smoothers. Y'all are just going to have to know how fantastic it's going to look if it was all smoothed out. So I apologize for that. I wasn't thinking smooth it out. So, all right, a little bit of highlighter up here, a little bit on the inside. Boom, we're calling it. Okay, so if y'all have any questions, please don't hesitate to go down below in the comments or PM me or whatever you want to do and ask questions. joyheiler.arbonne.com. If you wanted to get some products, you can get a discount. Tomorrow, I'm doing a special presentation because today at 1 o'clock, Arbonne is launching 17 new products. I have no idea what they are. I'm super stoked about it. Could hardly sleep last night. So tomorrow at 11, Arbonne's new products. Thanks so much for joining me today, and make it a great day. I'll be back at 5 for happy hour, maybe 4:20, depends. And I love you all. Take care. Get in touch if you need anything.